Action. RJ?
No. It was just me. I was just
Searching?
searching. No, I was thirsty, so
Is that about good?
I don't know.
You're bleeding.
A little. There's glass on the floor. Do you want me to?
I'll get it later.
Are you sure?
I said I'll get it later. I'll do it, honest. It'll get done.
Okay, fine, sure, thanks. So can I sit down?
Sure. Sit down. I'll sit down too. We both sit down.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Sit down.
You look tired, Denise.
Do it. Oh, you look fine. You look just fine. Oh, you got a bad cut in your hand and you're bleeding a little bit disabled, but other than that.
Oh dear, I better.
Where are you going?
Well, to the washroom. I'm bleeding.
Just stay put, just for a minute.
But I'm bleeding all over the table.
It's okay, just stay put for a minute. I need to talk to you.
Well, I need to talk to you too.
So
but-
good, let's talk. Okay then, it was just, I've been worried you were out there doing your investigation without having all the,
It's not really an investigation.
yes it is, we're suspects and you're investigating us.
I'm doing my job. I'm just trying to determine if you're capable of caring for your child. You're not a suspect. It's not criminal.
Hey, we're suspected of being inadequate. Let's not argue over the fucking word here. Look, I'm sorry. It's just that I've been worried you were out there doing your job without knowing something essential about me. And that is, I need my baby. I need her.
I know that.
No, you don't.
Yes.
No, you don't. I didn't tell you, and I should have told you how much I need her and how much I love her and that I would never do anything to hurt her. And what they said happened before, it wasn't really what it happened. You know, me and my mother, we got a fight. We got into a fight, and she made it look like I was neglecting the baby and called you people.
Look, that's all on record.
Some of it, but not all of it.
The point is, it doesn't matter how we got involved. We're involved.
Yeah, but listen.
No, you listen. We were called. We were involved. We saw things we didn't like. We took action.
Pretty drastic, though. I mean, the action you took was pretty fucking drastic.
Were you, or were you not a drug addict?
Hey, and that sounded pretty legal, you know, like a lawyer. Were you not stuff?
Were you, or were you not a prostitute?
I done a few tricks. It happened. Hey, I thought I should pay the rent.
Please.
Please? What, does that sound feeble to you? As an excuse?
I don't want to go backwards here, Denise. We have enough to deal with in the present.
Look, I'm sorry. I just want to make sure you got it clear. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't know RJ was in jail and I was alone. Did you know that?
I know that.
So I was alone. I had this baby and my husband was in prison and I was broke.
You're receiving welfare.
It wasn't enough.
Look, I don't want to rehash.
It wasn't enough. I wasn't making it.
Others do.
Well, I wasn't. The rent was too high and I couldn't get them to lower it. And I had expenses.
Drugs, crack, speed, what else?
No. You see, that's what makes me think you don't know everything you should because I've been clean since I got pregnant.
Not according to your mother.
My mother, yeah? You see, I told you, we gotta investigate my mother's part in this. I think if you were to examine her in more detail, you would see that she's...
Your mother isn't an issue.
Sure she is.
No, you're the issue. You're a drug addict prostitute who wants her daughter back. That makes you the only issue.
I was never a prostitute, and even if I was a prostitute, who says a prostitute can raise a child?
I do.
You do.
Yes, I do.
And is there an official position there, Ella?
More or less, yes.
And one you agree with?
Oh, yes.
This is getting personal, isn't it, Ella? You take this personally.
I want to talk about your new life, Denise. I've read letters you've given me.
Yeah, but I was a drug addict. You were right about that, though. I mean, I messed around with drugs all through my teens, and I stopped when I got pregnant. But when you took my baby away, I became a drug addict. That's when I became a drug addict, for the record, okay?
So what strikes me about your new life in this small town is that it's not really yours. It's RJ's. I mean, all the reference letters are about him. I mean, you won't even make there's not even a reference to you at all, Denise. What do you do up there, Denise?
I stay home and take drugs. Sometimes I go out and fuck people for money. The guy who runs the hardware store, the mayor, the scoutmaster, I fuck them all.
Do you think that smart-ass talk is going to help you here, Denise? Do you think you're going to impress me giving your baby back with that smart-ass mouth? Sit down.
I feel better up.
Sit down!
Okay.
So what do? Look for work, watch TV?
I look for work.
What kind of work? Waitressing?
Yep.
Do you cook?
Cook.
Meals. Do you cook meals for RJ or does he come home and cook his own dinner?
Oh, no.
Why not?
He doesn't like my cooking. It's not very good. He cooks better.
So he comes home and cooks his own dinner?
And mine, I mean, he doesn't just comes home and cooks for himself, Alan. That would be cruel.
Do you clean?
Clean. You mean vacuum? I vacuum.
How often?
What? What is this crap?
I noticed RJ joined a church last month. I guess he did that to impress us.
Probably, but you never know with RJ, maybe. Maybe he found God. Prison changed him. He discovered the TV talk shows in prison. Maybe he discovered God there too.
I'm assuming he did that to impress us. It's okay. That's not a bad thing, no matter how you look at it.
Is that so? You think church is a big deal?
It can be. I mean, you can make no effort to impress us, let alone, actually sincerely look for some true religious experience.
I'm getting a really uneasy feeling about you here, Al.
Oh, really? Why? Is it because I'm questioning your values, Denise? Do you have values, Denise? Do you know what values are, Denise?
You take this personally, doesn't you?
Do you want the baby back so you can hang out with her, Denise? Maybe take her to the mall? Train her to give you a hug when you're feeling low? Is that why you want the baby back, Denise? You need a friend?
I want her because she's mine.
Well, frankly, I don't think you're gonna get her. She's with the real family.
I want her.
I don't think you're gonna get her. I really don't.
I want her. I want her.
Let go of my hand! You're hurting me!
You should have made this personal.
Let go!
Ah!
It's really bleeding now.
What gave you the right to make this personal?
Ah! Damn, it's bleeding pretty badly.
What am I supposed to do now? What kind of position does that put me in? You want me to become a better cook? And go to church or never smack it again? What kind